got some crates here. They're reinforced. It looks like Kadir wants the contents kept safe.
What's up, guys? Welcome to our Splinter Cell Double Agent for the original Xbox walkthrough.
Did Takfir send you?
Yes, he did.
Good. Tell him we did it. We managed to steal the weapons. They're right outside, ready for transport.
Good job. I'll take over from here.
So just knock this guy out and hide his body right there and you should be good to go. I have a lot to explain in this mission and I'll try to do my best to get you guys to understand the difference between this double agent and the double agent for the 360.
Okay, now I'll haul you up.
Hisham is your co-op partner in this first mission.
Fisher, inbound helicopter. It might be there for the crates Hisham found outside. Get back there and keep those crates secure.
Too late. They left 2 goons behind, but the crates are gone.
Listen carefully. You want those men on contract. Take the shockers, whatever. Not kill them. The recovery team is still en route, and they'll pick up the targets for interrogation.
So I tried this mission a lot of different ways, and when I say a lot of different ways, I mean a lot of different ways. So wait for these 2 to move up and grab this guy.
Where are the crates going?
No idea. We were only hired to take them from Kadir. That's it.
Who paid you?
A man named Takfir.
I need more than that.
Too bad. That's all I have.
Good. That's one. Now take care of the other.
So I tried this mission a lot of different ways. I spent almost a day on this mission, and all I can say is that this mission is glitched, regardless of what anybody says that has played this game or done a walkthrough. This mission is glitched because every single time I've tried this, you get a different reading at the end of the screen. It'll tell you different things. So go ahead and use your whistle here. It's different every single time. Like I said, you could do this mission and you could do this mission perfectly and never be caught, never be identified, which is what I do in this mission. But for some reason, at the end of this mission, there is a glitch, I guess, that says a body has been found. So
Nicely done, Sam. Leave them there for the recovery team and make your way back to the factory.
So these 2 are the only mandatory 2 guys that you have to knock out. And you have to carry their bodies and you should be good to go. So, but yes, I've tried this mission a lot of different ways, and it is definitely different than the 360 version, as the 360 has a stealth rating just like in Chaos Theory. But this double agent for the original Xbox does not have a stealth rating at the end of each mission. So my goal for this walkthrough is to never be identified as the intruder and never raise any alarms. That is my goal for this walkthrough, and hopefully we don't have any more bodies found throughout the rest of this walkthrough. But it is unfortunate. It can happen. That's just how a lot of the Splinter Cell missions are. Sometimes they're glitched, sometimes they are not. Perfect case in point, just like in Splinter Cell Blacklist, there is a mission that you cannot get Ghost on unless the game decides that you get it, or you could get Panther. And that's never ever been fixed since the game was released 8 years ago. And it's kind of this way with some of these earlier missions as well. Now this one is a little bit better than the 360 version, just for the fact that it's more refined. It plays like Chaos Theory. So at this point you're going to tell Hisham to wait, and you're just going to move forward. You could save your progress if you want to, or you could just keep moving up. Now this guy shoots and kills these two guys. So my guess is you probably wouldn't have to pick them up and hide their bodies. Sometimes you get the prompt, sometimes you don't. I've tested this 100 times, even before doing commentary for this walkthrough, or this video I should say. I've done it 100 times, and sometimes you can pick their bodies up, sometimes you can't. It just depends on what the game decides, I guess, in a way, is if you can pick them up or not. But this guy you can, and it is recommended to take this guy out, so Hisham does not kill this guy.
Good. We have a state-of-the-art security system.
What do you need that for in a remote location like this?
It was Kadir's idea, and I don't think he was worried about outside threats.
He didn't trust his own people.
And he was right.
So the night vision returns, and it's not as good as Chaos Series, but it is decent. Go ahead and shoot this light out, and then you can call Hisham over.
Copy that.
See, you can't pick their bodies up. Sometimes you can. So it is random, but there's not really nothing you can really do about that. So do understand that when you're playing these older games that some things are not done perfectly. You can get through this whole mission and never be caught, never identified, never raise an alarm, hide all the bodies, but yet a body can be found. And sometimes that's something you got to deal with. I was very, very adamant on trying to get this to be perfect, and unfortunately, I mean, I can only get it as perfect as I can.
Some analysis. They think the weapons may have been stored in multiple locations around the plant as a precaution. I want you two to split up once you're inside. We can cover more ground.
I'll go back outside and try to find another way in.
Really, this first section is pretty simple. There ain't really much you have to do here. It's pretty straightforward. So Hisham's going to go his own way, and we are going to go our own way. We're pretty much on our own for the rest of this mission. As soon as that guy moves up, go ahead and move up. Do not stop. If you do, he will turn around and you will be caught. And if you did not save your progress, you have to do that whole thing over again. I had multiple different in-screen stats at the end of this mission. Sometimes it would say I was identified as an intruder twice. Sometimes it would say I was identified as an intruder once. No bodies were found. And then other times, the best rating I got, which you'll see at the end of this, is not identified as an intruder, but one body was found, but no alarm was raised. So obviously, if a body is found, alarm is going to be raised, but it was not raised. But yet there's still a body found. So, like I said, all I can say is that this mission can be glitched sometimes. I would have had to redo this entire mission again, and it's just not something I want to do. This mission is Not tough, but it can be a problem. And sometimes the game will give you the in-screen stat that you want, and sometimes the game will not give you the in-screen stat that you want. So it just depends. You could have multiple different ones.
The crates are gone. Helicopters lifted off. Sam, you absolutely have to find traces of this new weapon.
Okay, so first up in this section here, you are going to climb over this wall and then drop down. There is a guard up here. He is going to stop and basically shock himself with whatever he is working on. Move slow in the water here, as sometimes when you grab this pipe, he can hear. There is a light shining straight ahead, so it does not do good to move up just yet. You have to wait on this guy. The ambient noise is not very loud. You could tell how loud things are based on looking at your sound meter. If you want, you can drop this guy down and basically kill him, which it's only a two foot fall, so it would kill him actually, but just wait for him to turn around and then you can go ahead and move up. Like literally as soon as he turns around right there, you can go ahead and move up. One thing to note is that you can still see how much sound you're making, and it tells you how loud things are in the environment, which is a little bit different than chaos theory. Go ahead and get out your SC pistol and OCP this light. Go ahead and move up. There's going to be a guy ahead here. You're going to get up against this wall. He's going to say what or whatever, and then he's going to walk. Once he goes past you, you're free to move up. And at this point, you're going to OCP this light as well, because there is another camera that is around this corner. So go ahead and move up. Now this is introducing lasers. You can OCP them, but it's best to just climb the pipe. And it just makes it a little bit easier, in my opinion. I mean, you could do it any way you want to. Doesn't matter. So go ahead and drop down. Now moving up ahead here, the ambient noise gets really loud. As you can see, it's way up there, so you can move pretty quick. Go ahead and drop down.
Their production capability. There's some important consoles around the plant. Place the charges you were issued on them and let them do their job.
Understood. That saves me from having to doctor clothes.
Go ahead and jump up this way. You're going to OCP this light on your left, and then you're going to OCP that light in front of you. So go ahead and OCP this light. The guards down there are going to be making their way up this way, so you have plenty enough time. But you do want to OCP this light, and then you want to place the charger, your first set of chargers right here. Once you place that, go ahead and move up a little bit. Don't move up too far, as the light will allow you to be seen. Go ahead and OCP this light, wait for it to go out, and then you can move up.
Sam, Lambert, we just reached one of the labs. It's empty. But there are signs that something very toxic was stored here. I'm moving to another room.
Keep on it, Hamza. Let's hope Fisher has better luck.
There must be some mistake. I was informed you already had the weapons.
We did.
Did?
Mr. Dufresne, I assure you that Rahim is handling the situation.
And what precisely is the situation?
Please, I will see if I can get you more information. Meanwhile, you are free to browse the schematics on the computer.
I have no use for schematics. I require the actual item. Boss? It's Emil. It appears that these idiots in Iceland have been burgled. Enrica and I are coming back immediately. Meet us at MSY.
Lambert, the lab's empty.
That's not good, Sam.
It looks like there was nothing here but those crates. This mission's a bust.
Not yet. We still might be able to retrieve some data on the weapons by accessing the computers in the lab.
One of them is behind bulletproof glass. I can't get in from this side.
Try your EEV. Use it to remotely access the computer.
So this is a new hacking system in this game. It's definitely different from the Chaos Theory and the 360 version. I find the hacking in this one to be a lot easier than in Chaos Theory. And you have just enough time to complete the hacking.
Nice work, Sam. That information should give us plenty of leads.
That mean you'll get off my case now?
I'll think about it.
So the enemies in this game can hear very, very good. Doesn't matter what difficulty you're playing on. If you're playing on hard, expert, or whatever, they can really, really hear very, very good. So even the slightest noise that you make that normally wouldn't disturb them, they can hear. Make sure you OCP this light. You have to OCP this light or shoot it out. There's another save progress available if you need it. If you do not OCP that light, as soon as you open up this door here, the guard will see you and you'll be caught. You can go ahead and hop over the rail and just make your way around. So this light we have to OCP and then you have to lockpick it. So go ahead and OCP that light and move up. You should be good to go. Do not break this. You want to pick the lock. If you break it, the guards will come in here and investigate. Go ahead and OCP this laser and you should be able to get by. You can go ahead and OCP this light if you choose to, but I decide not to. Go ahead and get up against this wall. If you see this thing pop up above you at this point, it either means a body has been found, or it is just a complete glitch for whatever reason. I don't know how to explain it any better. So go ahead and wait for that guy to move and then shoot out this light. So what I'm doing here is I'm waiting on this guard. There's two of them, but you have a lot of sunlight in the windows shining through here, so it can get very, very tough to do. Now this guy's gonna wave his buddy to come this way. Sometimes it means something, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they get a glimpse of you, sometimes they don't. It just honestly depends. Go ahead and knock this guy out, pick his body up, and then hide him over here. And we have another guard that we're going to take out up here. So basically we were on the bottom level when we started this section. Now we are on the top level. So you're kind of just making your way around this entire plant or whatever it is. Factory, whatever. So I kind of wait for this guy to get a little bit close and whistle. If you want to, you can draw him closer. It just depends. I decide to wait, and you could, if you're quick enough, you can get up behind him and basically knock him out. You want to be a little hasty, but not too loud. If you waste any more time than what I was there, if you're slower than I was, he will turn around and you will be caught. Even if you knock him out. So make sure you hide the body and then hide him here. So you'll know if the body's hidden because Sam's meter will not show. And it'd be pretty much ghost. Whereas right now it's showing. So for here you have lasers, but go ahead and use the pipe again and climb up. Make sure you put Sam's feet up at this point or he will trip that laser and raise an alarm. So I just keep going this way. You can let Sam's legs down and you'll be fine. You do not have to OCP this light, but I go ahead and do it just in case. And this next section is pretty tough, and I'll try to talk you through it. So make sure you perform a save or a quick save, whichever you prefer. Alright, continuing on here. So in this section, all you're going to do is shoot this light. And then what I decided to do here was use a sticky camera to be able to get past these guys. There is light in this area, so you will be caught if you do not do this correctly, as there's a window that you can't really control much of the light. So I found another way you could do this as well, which makes it a little bit easier, but this worked. So I switched back to the sticky camera there, and as you can see, this guy is on top right now. So do not move forward. You will be caught here if you do so before he turns around. You want to do that very quickly or he will catch you and you will not be able to make it over this way. Let's go ahead and shoot this light out. And then you're going to climb up here and OCP this light so we can place our one of the chargers that we have to place. Our second charger is placed. Make sure you hit that and drop down. Now you're going to OCP this light and then move forward. If you did everything correctly, you should be able to get by that section without being seen whatsoever. Go ahead and OCP this light or the camera. It's up to you. Doesn't matter which one you do. So moving on here, you're going to open up this door. And close the door and then make your way around this side here. So wait on this guard. I don't know what triggers him. Sometimes he'll be in a straight pattern like that. Sometimes he will be triggered right away for no reason. So wait till he gets far enough and then you can OCP this light. And go ahead and move up. Now don't waste too much time, because if he turns around and shines his flashlight on you, you will be caught. Make sure you close the door and then you're free to move up. This game has very good lighting. I would say it's on par with Chaos Theory, but the lighting is not too bad. Sometimes it can be a little bit more dark in areas than what it should be, but that's what we have our night vision for. Okay, so this guy does multiple different things. If you shoot the light, what you want to do is shoot this light out and then make some noise. And you want to time this. If you don't time it, it's going to cause a problem. See how he's like, now he's going to get ready to turn around. So when you jump right there, it'll cause some noise. If you do not do that in the appropriate timing, he will walk out here and he will patrol this hallway and he'll just stand here. And then you have a problem. because there is another guard that is in this room up ahead. And if this guy leaves his post out of that room, you will not be able to get past this guy. See where he is right now? He will not see us. If this guy comes out and walks around and you do not jump out of the water in time to distract him, that guy will stand at the end of this hallway. And then the other guy inside will be turned around. I do recommend that you actually save here. Moving on, after you perform a save, we have 2 guards up ahead. And this is probably one of the toughest sections to place one of the chargers because they are so close together. There's multiple different ways you can do this. You could use a sticky camera. You could not use a sticky camera. It's all up to you on how you want to complete this section. But here we have to wait a little bit. So, like I said, I tried this mission 100 different ways, guys. Sometimes I would get to the end and it would tell me, oh, you were identified as an intruder, but no bodies were found. And the best one I got, unfortunately, was the one that says one body was found, but everything else was fine. I wasn't identified as an intruder. But that kind of tells me that that is a glitch, because in the Splinter Cell games, if you're identified as an intruder or a body is found, an alarm gets raised. And at the end of the screen stats, we complete all of our objectives, and we were never identified, and we didn't raise any alarms. This game really doesn't have 100% compared to the 360 version. This game doesn't have 100%. There is no rating at the end of the screen. It's kind of like they either forgot to put it in or it just didn't go in this version. So what I do is I shoot 2 sticky cameras. And then what you want to do is get over here. I do recommend you do save here as well. So don't think that you don't have to save here. I do recommend it. Go ahead and do that. Do not do it no more than how many times I did it, which was like 1 time. If you see both of them open up the door, you need to drop down. You need to not waste any time. And you can go ahead and place this charger right here. Make sure when you open up this door that you close it. I'm checking to see exactly where these guys are. Go ahead and shoot out this light. Now this guy can sometimes see you. He did not see me there. Go ahead and open up this door. OCP this light as quickly as possible, and then make it through here as quick as you can. If you do not, you will be seen, but if you're quick enough, you should be fine. That is one area that you can actually be identified as an intruder, but never be identified. See, what the game counts as being identified as an intruder or raising an alarm or a body being found. To me, if you're identified as an intruder, you're being shot at. If you raise an alarm and a body is found, an alarm is going to be raised, which means other people are going to be alerted in the facility or wherever you're at that, oh, there's somebody here. A body is not going to be found and nobody's going to report that, especially at a place like this where the first level is basically a factory.
Okay, Father Christmas. All the children are tucked in their beds.
These last 2 guys, you really don't have to worry about them. They can be a problem, but you can get by them pretty easy. Go ahead and OCP the laser right there and you should be good to go. You will have to OCP them again when you come back through, so you'll have to do this twice. And this section here, you can either do the light or the camera. It's up to you. Right here, you want to actually stand in the doorway. Do not leave this area. These are objectives, and the last email is what you need. So we have the door code, 7931.
I got info on the buyers. Now I'm going
Make
after.
sure you close the door.
You're not. Abort the mission.
What?
I said abort. You too, Hamza. You are to extract immediately.
The mission was to find the weapons. We haven't done that yet.
What's going on?
We have enough. I'm canceling your remaining objectives.
Like hell you are. I'm not going anywhere.
Sam, listen to me. We've got enough. Get out. Now.
It's your call. I'll stay if you...
Listen carefully. Both of you. I have other Splinter cells on standby. I just activated them. Their mission is to destroy the foundry and everything in it. Better clear out.
You're testing my patience, Lambert.
Believe me, Sam, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have a good reason. Something's happened.
What?
It's your daughter. Chopper's on its way. Lambert,
You want to hit that light before this guy starts talking. And remember the keypad code, 7931. Get through here as quickly as possible. If you waste any more time, these guys can come your way. So wait for them to go past and you should be good to go. Now this section here, I do recommend that you actually save, because you don't want to have to go through all that stuff again. So go ahead and perform a quick save or save, whichever you prefer. And you're going to shoot this light out, or OCP it, whichever you choose to do. Shooting is probably quicker. These guys can kind of get in the way a little bit, so... If that guy's coming this way, just get over in this corner, and you should be able to bypass him. You can take all these guys out very easy. It's up to you. Go ahead and OCP this light above that guy, and you're going to OCP this light. Now you can go ahead and move up. So just kind of wait here a little bit. Go ahead and open the door. And you should be good. Mission complete. Very tough mission, even though it is an opening mission, it's very tough. We completed all our primary objectives and opportunity objectives. We didn't have any opposing objectives. 32 minutes, 45 seconds, and we had one body found, but we were not identified as an intruder, and no alarms were raised. I'll see you guys on the next mission. Peace.